Hey everyone, welcome to the full coverage WIP parade. Uh, my name's Andy. I go by crowstitcher here on YouTube and Instagram, and my pronouns are they, them. This is May 2nd, 2024. I had a look. Yeah, I think I have everything ready to go. I have two bins of my full coverage WIPs, and then I have some full coverages that will be new starts in May. So we're just gonna get into it. I don't know how many I have. Oh, I need a pen. I honestly don't know how many I have. So we're going to keep track as I go. Okay. Let's get on with it. The first one is that completely got I don't know what happened there. Hold on. God, I was prepared. No, is this the tree? This is the tree. Oh, come on. See, my mouse is acting up, and then I go to move things, and then, so we're probably going to get more that are, honestly, we're probably going to get more that are screwed up and not in frame, and we're just going to have to fix it and edit as we go. This is Abstract Christmas Tree. The artist is Sekar. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not. I'm at 9.43%. And where did I get this? I got it off of Etsy. I can't remember from who. Let me see if I can look it up. Does it have it on here? I got this from... It doesn't. And I can't remember. Was this Stitches? Stitches So Beautiful. This was Stitches So Beautiful. I don't know if it's still available. I didn't look. So, Abstract Christmas Tree. I'm doing it. I'm doing it on 2/1 on 20 count easy grid, and I started in the top right corner, and this is where I am. That's wrong. That's also wrong. I'm getting off to a great start, y'all. Oh my god. And I'm not redoing it. We're just here for the chaos. This is where I am, for real, this time. Oh my god. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. So that's where I am. So this is actually the center. So the tip of the tree is starting to work up in here. And what did I say? I was at 9.4 something percent. It's really pretty colors. So that's WIP number 1. Full coverage WIP number 1. Let's not forget this is only my full coverage WIPs. So bear that in mind. Okay. Number 2 you have seen me work on is the Artichoke Dragon. This is a kit from Pain Free Crafts. This is... The artwork is by Stanley Morrison. And I am at 11.23%. Oops, I just dropped my pen. dropped my pen. Okay. What did I say? 11.23%. And this is where I am. So this was the top left start. This is 2/1 on 18 count. So we got a lot of the background and starting on the dragon's wing, and then the moon starts coming in kind of right here. The bit of moon between the wing and his head. I love this stitch. It's so fun. It's so vibrant. The greens are beautiful, and I can't wait to get to the purples on the bottom and the flowers. It's so gorgeous. Okay. And like I said, that was a kit, because I am a member of the Pain Free Crafts Crystal Club. So I get a voucher for a kit every 6 months or something like that. The next one, oh, that's right in the middle of everything. We're not even trying. I'm not even moving that. That's just where it is. We're going to play a game of where will the picture pop up. This is Aurora Wolf, charted by Pain Free Crafts and Katie Lipscomb. Is that what that says? I'm trying to read it off the monitor. And, oh, this is on my other. This is full coverage. All the background is being stitched. It is white, and I had started it. This was a restart. I had started it not stitching the background, and I didn't like it. I didn't like that it wasn't even. So I'm at 25.56%, and I'm stitching this for Dar, my husband, and this is where I am. 2/1, 18 count Ada. So I do have all of that white background stitched, and then I am slowly working on filling in. The wolf is very confetti heavy, as you might be able to see, so I'm working on kind of going back and forth between white and filling in the wolf. So I have all of this filled in and most of this side of the wolf, and then I keep going back and forth between filling in confetti over here and going back down and working on the white background down there. So that's all that I have done, and that's going to look stunning. And like I said, I'm stitching that for, oh, that was number 3. I'm stitching that for Dar. He loves wolves, and I love wolves too. And I think wolves get a bad rap, and they're such important creatures. Okay, the next one is Bubble Bubble Chocolate Trouble. This is artwork by Randall Spangler, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and, oops, that was the wrong thing. Let me see what percentage I'm at. If I was more organized, I probably would have written all the percentages down beforehand, but I didn't do that. I'm at 5.03%, and I'm stitching this 1/1 full cross on 28 count even weave, and this is where I am. So again, top left start, and I am getting into the moon, and was actually starting to work down to get to the tip of the hat of the first dragon that kind of starts in here. But that's where I am, and it looks so lovely. The colors are beautiful, and I love how from afar it just is absolutely perfect. Okay. And that was 4. I have a lot of full coverages, y'all. And I bought 2 more yesterday, but it's not my fault. I mean, it is, but... Okay, this next one is Cake Shop. This was one I recently started. I'm at 0.33%. This is artwork by Teresa Mather, charted by Charting Creations. And this is what it looks like, or will look like, maybe, if I get it done before I die. You know, it's one of those things. But it's just a whole bunch of dragons in a cake shop, and I absolutely love this. Love it. And like I said, I'm only 0.33%. It was a new start on April something. I didn't write it down on my card, so I don't know. I'm stitching this 1/1 on full cross on Stormy Night 25 count Lugana. And this is my 0.33% of a start. The top left, again, full cross, and it's these strawberries. I think they're strawberries, maybe cherries, I don't know, of the cake on the top left. So that is my cake. Maybe I'll work on this today. That's my cake shop start. I have they got the monthly prompts for the Fandom Stitching Central out yesterday. So I could use that for some of the prompts. Maybe I'll work on that today. Okay, the next one is Christmas Cupcake. This is artwork by Anders Eisman and charted by the Cross Stitch Studio. I'm doing it... Am I doing it 3/1? I think that's wrong. I'm doing it 2/1 on 14 count Ada. And I am at 2.37%. Did I write that? Did I tick that off? Now I'm losing track if I ticked it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did tick it off. This is number 6. And it goes this way. This way. I'm doing it on like a chocolate brown Ada. I don't remember where I got it. It's 14 count, 2/1. I did a center start. And here I am. I love this piece. I'm going to work on this more. It's going to look so lovely. I just want to eat it. PSA, do not eat your cross stitch. Okay. So that's that one. I'm taking the time to put them back and keep them in order. I have everything alphabetized, so I am taking the time to make sure that they remain as such. The next one is also a new start that I started last week. Cozy Winter Book Nook. Artwork is by Rose Kahn. It's charted by Pain Free Crafts. I'm doing it 1/1 on 25 count. Even weave. And I have a goal to get this to 2% this year. It was a new start. I am at 0.18%. Oh, I don't even have to open it up all the way. That's nice. And this is where I am. Again, all those are waste. All these are waste threads. I don't park. I've tried it a number of times and it's just not my bag. And that's where I am. This is 900 some stitches. Top left corner. So, this way. Haha. That was number 7. Tick. Okay. The next you've seen, this was also a new start. The Crow and Purple Flowers. Well, you've seen if you've watched my other videos, let's put it that way. This is artwork by Simonetta Zambelli and charted by the Cross Stitch Studio, and I'm stitching it 1/1 full cross on 25 count even weave. And let me get my percentage for you. I am 0.58%. There we go. Top left corner start. So this is the sky. And I just love how the covers, how the covers mix, hey? I love how the colors mix on this. Oh, God. Yeah, it's one of those mornings. But I love this piece. There is a, if you're interested but don't want to stitch the full, this is the full version. There is a mini version if you're interested. It just basically cuts off the top of the, it cuts off the, basically this whole part from kind of here up. So all the sky with the purple and the light, the white, and then it kind of starts like here-ish. So. Okay, next one. Number 9 is Cruella, who you have seen if you have watched my previous Flosstubes. She is tarted by Shirova Creations. I do not know the artwork, and I'm 7.98% on her. And this is where I am. I'm currently using her for the Phantom Stitching Central yearly prompt, and so I'm currently working in down here. Kind of just going where I feel like it, but I love this piece. She's gonna look so gorgeous. I do wanna finish her. I want to finish all of them, but like I said, you got to be realistic. I'm not going to be able to finish all of them. They're just, I don't have. It's called life. It's called life, and I'm not immortal. I wish I was, so I could stitch all the things. The next one is Elven Door. I got this off of Etsy. Where's my Elven Door? I'm at 7.99%. Take it off. And I don't remember where I got this from. This shop's not listed on the... It was off of Etsy. I don't remember. I'll have to look it. I think I said that last time I showed it. I'll have to look it up. But they have a whole Elven Door series. And, so this is where I am. It goes this way. Top left, start again. So I am just starting to get into the light swirl. This is the tree trunk on the left in here. And this is that light swirl right to the left of it. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. That's where I am. This is a smaller one. It's not too huge. Lots of checkerboard, as you can see. Checkerboard confetti. And 939, 310. Lots of dark browns, dark blues, 890, 895. That's still not the right color. Green is what I'm trying to say. Dark green. Wow. Okay. What's next? The next one, I cannot show you. I can show you the picture. But I cannot show you or give you a stat because this is one of my Ko-fi exclusives. So if you're a Ko-fi member, you get to see my progress on this. And this is Good to Be Green by Randall Spangler, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And that's all I can tell you, because any stats and any progress photos are for my Ko-fi members only. Either tier. So if you're interested in seeing that, join either tier on my Ko-fi. The next one. So there's a story to this, okay? I realize it is a printed chart. And it was from China. And now I realize that a lot of these are stolen and not properly licensed. But the reason why I got it is because when I own a small candle business, and all of my candles are murder mystery themed. So if you're into that, I'll link it below. But when I go to shows, there's a lot of downtime depending on the time of day, right? So usually it's really busy in the morning, and then as the day goes on, it gets quite sparse, and you're kind of just sitting there doing nothing. And so I didn't want to take any kind of pattern that I would need to either count or like a paper chart where I would need to mark off. I wanted it to be nice and easy so that I could, if a customer came up, I could quickly put it down and not worry about having to count or anything like that. So that's why I got it. And I'm going to continue with it because I still, even though I have eased up on my shows because they're so volatile and you can quite honestly waste a lot of money. They're not cheap to go to, and you can spend money and all the time to set up and everything and then not even make your space back depending on the day. So I'm going to keep on with it. I do have some, but this is what it is. It's We Are the Granddaughters of the Witches You Could Not Burn. And oh, I'm not going to be able to get that back in there now. It's a printed chart, so it's hard to see, but this is where I am. So I started up here, got in here, started working on the witch's hat, and kind of in here. And so I have no idea of percentage or anything like that because it is a printed piece. And although I am a witch, and although I am agender, it's still a very powerful statement, and so that's why I chose that one. So I will continue to work on that one. The next one is Halloween Fae, which looks like that. This is artwork by Amy Brown, charted by Unconventional Cross Stitch. And I am 3.59%. And I'm doing this 1/1 on 25 count, even weave, and this is where I am. Love it. I don't know if you can hear my stomach growling, and if you can, I apologize. Actually, I shouldn't apologize. That was what I said in the end of my last video, right? Don't apologize. So if you can hear my stomach, The next one is Haunted House. This is by Raven Coven, and I am stitching this. It is small, but it is full coverage. I'm stitching this 1/1. I think this is 28 count. And Lugana. And I am 13.07%. And I don't know if I need. There I am. I love this piece. I love Raven Coven. I know I've said it before. Oh, this bag is, I don't know. It's like, look at this. I don't even know what this is. It's coming out of the bag. We're just going to worry about that later. I'll worry about it later. The next one is Hugin and Moonin. This is charted by Unconventional Cross Stitch, and the artwork is Marlene Musial, and I'm stitching it 1/1 on 20, I think this is 28 count again. Lugana, or even weave, Lugana. Is it 25? I can't tell if it's 25 or 28. It's one of those two. And I'm 2.18%. This was a new start in March of 2024. And here I am. Gotta practice what you preach, right? No apologies, y'all. No apologies. Obviously, you know, sometimes you do have to apologize, but not if your stomach's growling. You don't have to apologize. Next one is Athelion. I am 5.11%. And I don't know where I got this. I got it off of Etsy. But I don't know. Oh. Copyright Thread of Magic. That must be the art, or where they licensed the artwork from. But I don't know the shop. Unless that was the shop. Maybe that was the shop. Thread of Magic. This is what it looks like, or will look like eventually. I love the colors in this, the greens and the purples. Yes. Yes. We have our living room downstairs is a purple and green Hollywood Regency goth room. And I'm stitching this for down there. This is 2/1 full cross on 18 count. That's where I am. It looks a bit more pink on camera in real than it does in real life, but it is what it is. Okay, that is bin number 1. On to bin number 2. Lothlorien. Farewell to Lothlorien. This is artwork by Alexandra Bach, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and I'm stitching this 1/1 on 28 count even weave, and I'm at 11 point something percent. Let me get it. I am at 11.4%. And here's where I am. I love this piece. This is my baby. This is one, like I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This is one I'm determined to finish before I die. You can hold me to that. We'll see if it works. Okay, I need to go to the next folder because, oops, except not yet because I need to take that one off. The next one is Lord of the Rings. I got it off of Etsy. I'm at 1.78%. I did a center start on this because it should just fit because I'm doing it on 14 count Ada. This is 3/1. And I don't know the shop. It doesn't have the shop on here. So I don't know where it came from, but it is from Etsy. And look at this. Wrangle the fabric. Hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. Here we are. That's not the right way up. I was like, wait, hold on. Eventually I'll get this. Ta-da! There we are. That's the right way round. So I have the Balrog flame. This is complete. And then I was slowly working my way up the door because I want to get to the top because the top dimensions are where it's going to be really tight and it should just fit. And I'm just going to make it into a like a wall hanging, so I'm not going to frame it. But I wanted to work up and then work down to make sure that I don't need to cut anything off the pattern. But that's where I am. The flame is charted so beautifully. Like, look at that. Oh, look at how that is charted. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I love it. Can't get enough of that. Okay. I like Lord of the Rings, if you couldn't tell. Okay, the next one is another one I also cannot show you. This is a Ko-fi exclusive piece for my members, so only my Ko-fi members get progress on this, and stats. I couldn't think of the word. Stats. This is Love Potion Laboratory by Luthien Art, and I'm at 1.8. Oh, I can't give you that. 1 point something %. You heard nothing. You heard nothing. Okay. Did I take that off? I don't think I did. The next one is Midnight Fox. This was my birthday new start this year. Oh, this is the bag I need to replace this bag. It is, I don't know what it is, but the ones that are clear, that have the black or blue zippers, I find hard to open sometimes. Anyways, I'm doing it 1/1 full cross on 25 count, even weave. Midnight Fox. This is gorgeous, first of all. Where's my, oh, there we are. I'm at 0.82%. And let me see who it was by, because I think Sunflower Stitches. It's by Sunflower Stitches, who is on Etsy. And they do have a series of these midnight animals. And this is where I am. Top left corner, start again. That's usually my jam. Sometimes I start elsewhere, but for the most part, top left corner. Okay, this next one is Protector of Magic. Artwork is by Lisa Parker, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I'm doing this 1/1 on 28 count. I do know that. Even weave, and I am at 0.65%. Oh my gosh, I couldn't lift it up. And here's where I am. So up in the sky, top left, getting some of the wisps of clouds in. That's difficult, apparently, for me to say today. And there should be a dragon coming in soon. I don't know if I'm going to go kind of more down to get the reddish-brown dragon first, or sideways to get the green dragon first, but one of those will come in pretty soon. So that is that one. Next is Pumpkin Dragon. This is a kit from Pain Free Crafts, charted by Pain Free Crafts. Artist is Stanley Morrison. I like the Stanley Morrison dragons. I have a lot of them. I only have 2 started, I think. You want to know the percentage. I'm doing this 1/1 on 25 count, and my percentage is 5.37%. Mark this guy down, and this is where I am. So top left corner again, a lot of black, got some stars in there. This is actually, and you're probably not gonna be able to see it, but this, although it looks solid, is not. This is basically stripes of 310 and 939. So there were actually color changes in there. And I just started working on the moon, which you can see there, and coming down through the moon. Okay. The next one I cannot show you because it is my third Ko-fi exclusive WIP, but I can show you a picture. This was gifted to me by my friend Dace, and it is full coverage. It is a small full coverage. I do want to finish this year, but that is what it will look like. And her name's Raisin, by the way. The next one is Raven. Artwork is by Chris Dunn. This is charted by Pain Free Crafts, and I am stitching it I got this as a kit. I'm stitching it 1/1 on 28 count even weave. And oh wait, that's not on this one. That's on this device. My old phone device. And what percentage am I at? I don't know. I'm at 3.41%. Again, top left corner start. And here's where I am. One thing I love about this piece and how it was charted is the wings look black, right? Yet there's green in there, there's brown in there. It's quite beautiful. Gray, 3799. Obviously there is 310 in there. But the way it was charted is just absolutely beautiful. Love it. I'm just going to count at the end because I keep losing track if I have checked it off or not. Are you all counting? I have no idea. I keep losing track if I've already ticked it off or not ticked it off. Some things I have no idea. Okay, the next one is a big boy. It doesn't look bad. It's a tiny picture. We're just going to roll with it. This is Ring of Power, charted by Sharova Creations on Etsy. This is no longer available. I am 3.53%, and I have a goal to get to 5% this year. This is one of my biggest pieces. This has over 500,000 stitches in it. And this is where I am. 1/1 on full cross on 25 count Lugana. There we go. And I'm just going down the left side. If you watch any of my previous video Flosstubes, when I've shown this, I've explained how the first 4 pages horizontally are solid 310. So I went by page to kind of get down into some color where I could then, because I'm not a page by page stitcher, but I did that so I could get down to, I mean, I know I could have counted because it is on Easy Grid, but that would be doing it the easy way, and it all needs to be stitched anyway. So I went down so I could then start kind of going off. So that's that one. No. This is a bed sheet. I can't. It really is. What half the video is just me folding these huge ass WIPs to get them back in their bags. Okay. So he's a chunky boy. The next one is Rosie Santa. This is artwork by Shabby Charm Art, charted by the Cross Stitch Studio. I'm doing this 1/1 full cross on opalescent white Aida. What the hell is my... There it is. Couldn't find where I had stitched. Jesus. Okay. And I am at some percent. What percent am I? 0.66%. And that's where I am. This is full coverage, so all the background is stitched. And I did choose to stitch it so that you could see, and you can't see it on camera, but you can see it on person. The opalescent, the sparkles do faintly come through. So I am getting into some of, this is the start of some of the foliage and berries on the top, kind of above the rose there. Top, kind of top left of the rose. So we're just going to count at the end. I've made an executive decision. Okay. The next one is Samhain Dragon. Artwork is by Ann Stokes. Oh, this, I lied. This is Samhain, which I have not started, but I'm going to start it. So I do include things that I'm planning to start in my WIPs, like this year. This is Samhain by the Shooting Star, of the Shooting Star collection by Carolyn Manning Designs. And I'm going to stitch this on a coffee tea dyed Aida that I dyed myself. I think it's 18 count-ish. I don't know. We'll wing it. We'll figure it out. But I will be starting that probably this month. Next, for real this time, is Samhain Dragon. I did get it as a kit from, oops, from Pain Free Crafts. It is no longer available. It is a retired chart. This is artwork by Ann Stokes. I'm doing it 1/1 on 28 count. Let me get it pictured for you. And again, I am stitching all of the black. Come on. I also have the Yule Dragon. Come on, focus. There we go. Which I'm not including in this. It is kitted, but I'm not planning on starting it this year, so I am not including that in this WIP parade. That's what it'll look like. And I am some percentage. I am 14.77%. This is where I am. This is so beautifully charted as well. Like the wing. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, love it. I should get this one back out. I haven't worked on it in a while. Maybe I'll use this for some. What are they called? Prompts. I know what I'm talking about, y'all. Okay. Next is a full coverage that's not a full coverage. So all the background is not stitched, but the witch and the raven and all of that is 100% full coverage. So I included in my full coverage WIPs. It's Spellbound, charted by Thread Geeks. And I'm doing this 2/1 on 18 count Haunted Ada. And what is my percentage? 0.71%. This was a new start in April. Probably April. And I think this is the right way. That's where I am. Not a huge start, but a start nonetheless. And I'm looking forward to, I want to stitch all of these. Every time I get one out and show y'all, I'm just like, ooh, I want to work on that. Ooh, I want to work on that. There's only so much time. Okay, the next one is Tea Dragon. Oh, so I guess I lied. I said I only had 2 Stanley Morrison dragons started, and that was a lie. I'm a lying liar. This is Tea Dragon. Artwork is by Stanley Morrison, charted by Pain Free Crafts. I'm such a liar. This was a new start on April 18th. And I am 1.49%. And this way? I think it's this way. This is where I am. I did a center start on this one because it is not full coverage, but again, it's one of those that I am including because the dragon and the teacup itself is completely solid. So there you go. 1/1 full cross on, it said 28 count, but I think this is 32 count. But there we are. The next one, this is the Talisman. I have to show you on here. Artwork is by Lisa Parker. This is charted by Pain Free Crafts. I am 10.87%. And this was a restart. And this is why I do not tent stitched anymore. It's the mini. And I tried, this is what it looks like. And I started it with a tent stitching. And I absolutely hated it. I hated the way it looked. So this is why I don't tent stitch anymore. And I had gotten to 30-something%, which is a good chunk. Like that's a lot done. But I absolutely hated it. but I love this. So I did make the decision to restart it. And like I said, now I'm at 10 point something percent. 10.87%. I restarted it on August 15th of 2023. And I'm doing it 2/2 on 32 count Lugana because it's, or even weave, because it's what I had in my stash. And this is where I am now. And it's a gorgeous piece. And I haven't worked on it for a while. I'm still a bit salty that I chose it. It was one of those things where I wasn't working on it because I hated the 10 stitch so much. And oh, this is Croana, by the way. So in my previous Flosstubes where I've mentioned Croana, that's who this is. This is Croana. Okay, the next one is hello. The next one is Together We Are Magic. This was a kit by Letty Stitch. Actually, I have the let me take that off. I have the no work. It's gorgeous. And I'm stitching this for me and Dar. And this is where I am. It is whatever came in the kit. I don't know. I don't know what size it looks. Maybe like a 16 count. I'm not sure. But I'm stitching it with whatever came in the kit. And that's where I am. There we go. It finally focused. So that's that. I haven't worked on that one in a while too. I should put that one out. Okay, the next one is Christmas Lights Dragon. The artwork is by Sakar. Probably butchering that, and oh god, I can't get this open. There we go. I bought this from, who did I buy this from? This might be a Stitches So Beautiful as well. Hold on. Please hold. I'm at 10.18%. Is this a Stitches? This is a Stitches So Beautiful. I don't know if it's still available. This might be retired. I'm not sure. And I'm doing this 2/1 full cross on 18 count Ada. And this is where I am. Oh, did you see that beautiful color? Oh, yes. Yes. Love it. And look how again, how it's charted. Look at the lights. Look at the fairy lights. Oh. Y'all, Stitches So Beautiful. Excellent charting. You can find them on Etsy. Everything is licensed. I can't get this folded again. Damn it. This is screwed up. Why am I having so much trouble? There we go. I got it. I got it. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Okay. So, those are all the ones that I have started. Or planned. The Carolyn Manning is not started. But that is planned and will be started this year. So that's why it's in these bins. So, in those, actually no, let's just count at the end. These are all part of my May starts. First up is The Hot Chocolate Dragon by Stanley Morrison, charted by Pain-Free Crafts. So gorgeous. I love the Stanley Morrison dragons. I can't say it enough. I just can't. Next is, you guessed it, The Coffee Dragon by Stanley Morrison, charted by Pain-Free Crafts. Next is a kit. This is Black Kitty by Design Works. Look at that. Look at the colors. I can't get enough of these colors. Ugh. I'm just going to use whatever came in the kit. It's Black Eda. And last but not least is In the Gardens of the Moon. Artwork is by Stephanie Puiman-Law. Oh my god. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And let me find it. Where is it? Is it in my kitted? Because I haven't started it. Yes, it is. Go away. Not you all. I'm talking to my... This is what it will look like. And again, should come as no surprise to you all that I will be starting this month because of the crow or raven. I can't tell which it is. And I'm going to be doing it 1/1 full cross on vintage smoky white in 25 count. 25 count. So, that is all the full coverages that I have started or will be starting this year as of right now. I did buy 2 yesterday and I kind of want to start. Anyway, as of right now. So, let's count. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 37. 37 full coverage WIPs. So yeah, there's that. That is a thing. That's a thing. This is a Flosstube extra, so I will be back for regularly scheduled programming on Monday, whatever date that is in May, I don't know. I hope you all enjoyed. If there's any that you like or you I don't know, comment, share your thoughts. I realize, yes, I will never finish most of these. But, you know, it's about the journey. It's about the journey. I'm definitely a process stitcher. So, that's just what it is. So, yeah. I will be back on Monday. I hope y'all enjoy this. If there's any that you liked, I'm not going to list them all because that is 37 WIPs. But if there's one you like and you can't find, just comment below and I will do my best to find it for you. I do know, like I said, some are retired, but I'll do my best to find one for you if you would like. If you like full coverages or want to start any full coverages or have started full coverages, share what you're working on below. I've been loving everyone's comments. Y'all have, like, I actually had to sit down the other day and set time aside to go through all the comments. It was fabulous. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sitting through this. It was chaos. It just was. And see you on Monday. Happy stitching.